At Decision Brain, we quickly create tailored decision support software applications to solve complex supply chain, logistics, manufacturing, and workforce planning and scheduling problems. Today, we're going to take a quick look at a prototype of a recent application that we developed for a telco client in just a few weeks. Let me switch to my browser. So this company is trying to efficiently plan network upgrade projects around the country. In a given region, they have a limited supply of people, resources, equipment resources, and available raw materials. For the prototype of this application, we first limited ourselves to just look at the people resources, but in upcoming project sprints, we're going to be incorporating other factors. So what we see here is the data that we've imported. In this case, for the prototype, we imported it from Excel. And these are all the 20 or so projects that we have to plan. We've got some minimum start dates and other data about the kind of activities that have to happen to complete each of these jobs, and there might be sequential rules here. And then, so that's the work demand that we have to get done. And then there's the resources that we have. So we actually have 3 different types of resources for this prototype. We have contract splicers, maintenance technicians, and field technicians. And a variety of different types of activities that only certain resources are qualified to do, and multiple resources bill at different rates for these activities. So what we're going to do is take all of that in, and we're going to use optimization to, subject to capacity limitations here, to go ahead and create an optimized plan. So to save time, I've already run this, and I'm just going to go and look at the output of the planning. So in this case, I created a plan for all 20 projects, and we can see visually the results of the plan. So I'm kind of scrolling on the Gantt chart here, and I can see how they're sequenced, and I can see a few high-level KPIs like the cost for this entire plan over these 20 projects, how many total days late across all the projects we are, the average days late per project. And in all of our projects, each screen is completely configurable thanks to our platform that makes it really easy to customize all of these UI widgets. So I can look at my project progress over time. I can show the cost by location. Maybe I show the delay per project, starting with the most delayed versus the least delayed or on-time projects. And I can also create different screens that show me maybe the KPIs in different ways, and other kinds of ways to visually look at my plan to evaluate the quality or the goodness of the plan. The other thing I can do is I can go back to my data here, and I can do things like change the objective of the optimization. So I actually have set up a parameter that allows me to switch the mode here. So right now I'm saying, I've got a fixed number of resources, a fixed capacity, but I want to actually come in here and change it and say, you know what? I need to get these projects done on time. Tell me what it's going to cost. So I'm going to switch it to fixed time, but variable resources. And so what I'm going to do here is I actually already ran this. I'm going to just switch to the scenario in which I did that run, fixed time. So I'm not going to save the change I was about to make. And I'm going to look at the KPIs now. So here's my new plan. And you may recall that the resource cost of the earlier plan was lower. It was around 7.1 million, but this is 7.9. But now my lateness KPIs, I don't have any lateness anymore, which is great. And if I don't remember what that scenario looked like, I can choose scenario comparison here. And now I can see side by side the difference in the KPIs here. So I can see my costs went up. That's a negative change, but my days late went down. So that's one example, a very different application, just to give a sense of, a different use case entirely. Let me log in here. This is for field service technician scheduling and routing for jobs. So in this case, just to show very quickly, we've got a number of technicians, and in this case, optimization for each technician is figuring out the optimal schedule for the day, so start and end time for shifts, and the stop sequence for the jobs, And we can also do things like set up custom workflows. So I can look at, what are the unassigned jobs for today? I can say, let me go assign a job. And then I can either do it manually play around with this, tell optimization to just check and make sure I'm not violating anything, or I can undo that. And I can say with the magic wand, go ahead and figure out automatically the best place to put this job. So there's a lot of interactivity in here. And that's basically what I wanted to show for today.